Hey, this is Marilyn Gigliotti.
Hey, this is Brian O'Halloran.
Hey, everybody. My name is Scott Schiaffo, actor best known as the Chulies Gum Guy from the film Clerks.
And welcome to Clerks Minute.
You're listening to Clerks Minute.
And I'm not even supposed to be here today.
Hello and welcome back to Clerks Minute, the show where we look back at the 1994 Kevin Smith classic, one kinda, sorta, minute at a time. I'm Blake.
I'm Kyle.
And we are in the middle of the Dante and Caitlin conversation, and it's really just a lot of talking. But the cool part about this is because of the Kevin Smith script, they literally said every word that's in the script, so it makes it so much easier for us to narrate what we're talking about. But before we get into what they talk about, Kyle, you were venting right before we went on the air, so go right ahead.
Yeah, can we just change the name of this movie from Clerks to Two Fucking Idiots?
Why do you say that?
Because of the line I like here. Oh, I told you I had a girlfriend. Why didn't you tell me you had a boyfriend? Why should it fucking matter?
I know, I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking the exact same thing as we're going through this. I'm like, what the fuck, you guys?
You're both looking even more skeevy with that line.
So we get into this, and Dante, wants to know if she was ever going to mention this engagement to him or just send him an invitation. Which, by the way, that's a very good line. I have to admit, I like that to start this fight.
Well, let's see. Considering the fact that she's cheated on him 9.5 times, I would have been a lot less surprised with the invitation.
So, her reasoning. I'm just going to detail this because this is one rant after another. This entire conversation is really one rant after another. So let's detail this conversation. She goes to her response. I was going to tell you, but then we were getting along so well, I didn't want to mess it up. What the fuck? Come on now. It really is one ridiculous sentence after another in this ring.
This entire scene is like they're trying to one-up each other in terms of idiocy.
And then we get to your favorite line. You could have broken to me gently, at least started by telling me you had a boyfriend. I told you I had a girlfriend. What the fuck?
It's a tennis match of idiocy. This was the volley.
Oh, wait, we got more. Lob. We got more. I know I'm sorry, but we started talking.
Lob.
It's like I forgot I had a boyfriend.
15, love.
And he proposed last month.
15.
I have to know, though. How long was this relationship going on if he proposed last month? How long is this relationship going on?
Well, I don't know. How long have any of her relationships lasted?
Very true. Very, very true. Dante.
For all we know, he proposed because the booty was good.
By the way, I got to say, she looks really pretty in this shot. The freeze frame, Don? She does look really pretty in this shot.
Yeah, she's sweet on the outside, poison on the inside.
And you said yes. And this is this is hysterical. This whole end of this is fantastic. She says kind of, sort of. Okay. Dante, is that what they teach you at that school of yours? Kind of, sort of. Everyone knows about this except me. Do you know how humiliating that is? So, do
you know how humiliating? Oh.
That's the humiliating part here, right? Really?
Oh. And there went the last of my sympathy for you, Dante.
Oh, man. And, okay, this is actually a valid point by Caitlin. Yeah. I would have told you, but you would have stopped calling like a baby. Well, duh! Duh!
Fucking duh!
Well, I love how Dante questioned that. And then her response is, because I know you prefer drastic measures to rational ones. As we learned throughout this movie.
That's why I got on a train. What, a phone call wouldn't have done?
Well, so we get to that in a second because he wants to know if he's really getting married. He says no. Okay. And this is the story. And this whole story is fantastic. So here we go. The story goes like this. He proposed. Fair enough. And I told him I had to think about it. Fair enough. So far, fair enough. And why would he insist she wears the ring? I don't get this. If you didn't say yes, why are you saying she wears the ring?
Maybe he's the controlling type.
Okay, I'm just saying. That part confuses me.
It's like, I propose to you, you wear this, and that means that you're off limits to everybody.
Okay, now the second part I have an issue with here is, if she's wearing an engagement ring but she's not really engaged, why does her mother then assume she's engaged?
Well, because her mom just wants those grandchildren, I'm guessing.
Fair enough. I'll give you that one. Fair enough. I do, by the way, this is a side note that I never caught until we broke it down this way, is Dante under her breath says, how like her. Talking about her mom under his breath. Like, I totally missed that every time I watch this movie. So there you go. That's a little shot.
Well, it's just probably proves of her more than she ever did Dante. Or proves of him.
I got it. I know what you meant. Yeah. Then my mother called me this morning and told me the announcement was in the paper. So, the announcement gets put in paper, and you don't even know about it until it posts. Okay. I can almost see that would be believable. I can almost go with that one. But that's when I hopped the train to come back here because I knew you'd be a wreck.
I say again, a phone call wouldn't have been enough.
Well, this is pre-cell phone era. This is the pre-cell phone days.
Well, even then, she could have just called the store.
True. And Dante said, that's thanks to the vote of confidence. Well, it's true. You've been in this entire movie complaining and worrying about this problem. We've got nothing but talk about most of this movie because of this.
That seems to be what Dante does best.
Complain and invent and worry about shit.
Complain and whine.
A valid point, especially about Caitlin.
Yeah.
Because how many times...
Dude, you have a perfectly good girlfriend who brought you fucking lasagna. Get over the whore of Babylon here and move on.
Uh-huh. I know. Oh, man. Well, and this is actually where we ended at the... Was I right? Wreck is a harsh term, and that's where we end. The minute. Overall, this is a really... Both of these people, as you said earlier, are fucking idiots. There's no other way of putting it.
They're trying to one-up each other.
I don't understand what they're doing here and why. This whole conversation is weird. She doesn't want to be engaged. We'll get more into that when we get back in the next minute. But, she doesn't want to be engaged, but I don't get it. This whole thing doesn't make any sense to me. None of this makes any sense to me. Well, that's how we end the minute. Anything else with this? Because I was going to say,
I thought it was just some kind of Jersey thing until you brought that up.
I don't understand this. It doesn't make any sense.
Every season of Jersey Shore makes more sense than this.
Well, there's a new one coming out soon.
Oh, goody.
Did you hear about that? There's a new Jersey Shore coming out.
Oh, I've heard about that, and quite honestly...
Scotty's so freaking excited. He is so fucking excited for this.
Then again, I think Scotty is eating lead paint chips, too.
Hey. Well, he's extremely excited about the new season of Jersey Shore, which I'll laugh because his kid's being born soon, and I guarantee that'll be what he's watching in the middle of the night when he's dealing with that. So, well, I was joking with Scotty that your kid's being born right in time for the playoffs. Right in time for the playoffs. So.
I was going to say, could Scotty watching Jersey Shore with his kids be considered child endangerment?
Not if the kid's not really paying attention. Yeah. It's infancy, so it's not that bad.
I still remember seeing at one time in the checkout line, Jersey Shore goes to Italy, and my response...
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, my response was, in revenge, Italy declares war on the U.S.
Didn't Italy say, no, you can't record here? I could have sworn that happened. I could have sworn the country of Italy said, no, you can't film here.
You're too much of an embarrassment even for us.
I couldn't leave that one.
Yeah.
So, all right, let me bring something up here. I forgot to bring this up on our last show. We're recording this in a weird time period.
And Italy gave us Roberto Benigni, so...
I just want to say something here. We were serious for 1 second. Yeah. I didn't bring this up in our last show, mainly because it didn't slip my mind because we had other conversation going on. We are recording this in literally about a week after Kevin Smith's heart attack. This show, as everyone knows on our social media, is definitely thinking of Kevin. Get well soon, Kevin. And everything looks extremely positive right now because he's already booking shows. He's already doing all the normal stuff, which is fantastic. So I'm very proud to know that.
But I say again, dude, even though you're booking shows, take some downtime.
That's the problem. He doesn't believe in downtime. And I listened to on the Ralph Report this past week. I'm not even dating the show because it's about a week or so. So about last week, the Ralph Report. Yeah. And he pretty much said, what happened was it was a Widowmaker 100% blockage. They put a stent in. And now he's getting more air to his lungs than he's had in years. So now, he even said it, he didn't smoke for a couple of days. for obvious reasons. But he's on a high of natural high right now because he's actually getting more air to his system than ever before. So now he has more energy than he's ever had before, which is crazy. Which is absolutely insane when you think about it. So the man just had a massive heart surgery, and he's already booking shows. Like, what the fuck's going on?
Apparently a heart attack is the key to a longer life. I don't know. What the fuck is...
What is going on?
Yeah.
Like, what is happening in the world?
This is going against everything I've ever learned in health class.
It was a weird week. It's been a weird time period. But literally had a heart attack on Sunday night after filming he was filming a comedy special.
Yeah.
He filmed a 2-hour comedy special, had a second show, had a heart attack, got rushed to the hospital. He's home on Tuesday.
And now he's dancing around like Mary Poppins.
He just filmed a 2-hour episode of Smodcast. He did a 2-hour interview with Ralph Garman. He wanted to do Babylon last week. They wouldn't let him. Yeah. They would not let him do Babylon last week. Yeah. Like, this is the truth. Everything, it's ridiculous with Kevin right now.
Are you sure you should be on your feet so soon after you've nearly died?
He doesn't seem to care, but I haven't listened to the Smodcast yet this week, but he did a 2-hour Smodcast with Scott Modric, because Scott Modric's back in the country. Yeah. So that's a big deal. So
this guy's going to live to be 200. I just know
it's insane. And I was not ready for a world without Kevin Smith. And
well, apparently neither was he.
Yeah, neither was anybody. By the way, though, and one thing, and I think Kevin brought it up on the Ralph Report, that it felt like, he even said it, he was in his hospital bed looking through social media.
Yeah.
And the day after, he was going through social media. And he said it felt like he was reading his eulogy. Yeah. Because people were praising him, and people were coming out of the woodwork just to say, no, we don't want to lose Kevin. Like, people were coming out of the woodwork. And it was amazing if you were on the other end of it. Yeah. I was reading all this stuff, and it was insane, and it was great. And it was heartwarming. I'm not going to lie. It was really heartwarming to read everything that was going on in the last week and a half.
I was going to say, are you sure heartwarming is the word you want to use to describe this?
Well, you look at it this way. I wouldn't be podcasting if it wasn't for Kevin Smith. So, for me, it's weird.
I meant heartwarming after a heart attack.
Well, it's a figure of speech. So there you go. Well, there you go. I just wanted to bring that up because I know I forgot to bring it up on the last show. So I wanted to bring sure we talked about that. Yeah. It was a big deal in this world. And really, it was a top story all over social media when it happened. He Instagrammed about his own heart attack. Yeah. Right after the surgery.
Well, at least he didn't Instagram while it happened.
Well, right after the surgery, he put an Instagram post up saying, I just had a heart attack, and I'm in the hospital, but I'm okay. This happened! Yeah. I couldn't believe it! What?
Well, he has a long way to go before he can master it like Ken Titus. The guy who had 4 heart attacks and got so good with him that he was able to drive himself to the hospital because first of all, you weren't allowed to smoke in the ambulance, and second of all, they wouldn't let you make a burger run.
And I'll make one. That's a baker's dozen.
So say, so how many heart attacks does that make? Oh, that makes about a baker's dozen there, chat.
All right, that being said, now we're just joking about heart attack now. All right, let's get out of here. Thank you so much for listening. You can find us on the Filling the Void Podcast Network, obviously Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And, of course, the Blake and South Show on Friday morning, but Retrocast on Sundays. We're approaching WrestleMania season, so there's a whole lot of stuff going on in the Blake and South Show. If you're a wrestling fan, you're going to love everything going on over there. We're going to be adding extra shows in April over on the Blake and South Show side. It's going to be a lot of crazy stuff going on. That all being said, thank you all for listening to the show. I'm Blake.
I'm Kyle.
It goes in a quick minute. Have a good day, everybody.
I swear to God, 2 fucking idiots.
Snoring, smoking weed, doing coke, drinking beers, rolling fatties, smoking blunts. Who smokes the blunts? We smoke the blunts, rolling blunts and smoking.